I have to be honest with you guys as my audience, in that I made a mistake. A mistake which I hope will act as a cautionary tale, because the purchases I made to make this video left me looking at my computer screen like this. What I did was jump onto an undisclosed key website that I will not name for your own personal sanity, bought 3 random Steam VR keys and tried them out. Each key was around $1 and I quickly added them to my cart, got them added to my library and downloaded them without a second thought. All these games I'm also playing on the DPVR E4, DPVR's flagship gaming headset right now, and all of them did look, pretty great through the lenses of this headset. However, that did not save the absolute pain and torment that I went through for some of this. Without further ado, let's jump on to the first piece of pain and suffering. We got off to the worst possible start with World War II Winter Gun Range VR Simulator, which simulates a 4:3 aspect ratio screen, and then this. Look, okay, you see that load up? You see that load up? Okay, that means we're technically in the game. And black screen. Literally nothing you can do from here. Okay, wonderful. Sick. Yeah, nothing. Absolutely nothing. The first one of the lot did not work. Despite me trying everything, launching it through Steam VR, trying to launch it through its own exe file, messing with Steam boot settings for the game, this thing did not want to open. It's not a headset issue, it is simply a game issue, even if there is a game behind this piece of shit. This is clearly abandonware, and looking at the trailer shows off zombies for some reason and some very rudimentary gunplay mechanics that look very basic, and the reviews reflect that too. Everyone is telling you to stay away from this game, and it's for good reason, because, well, you can't play it. I could not have had a more disappointing start to my 3 random games journey, and this does just go to show that these key websites will literally sell you anything if you buy it randomly. I myself have had a couple of times where I bought random key lots just to see what I would get, and I've had basically nothing that's worth playing. That's not to discredit the people who worked hard on some of these games. I'm sure that for some of them they did, but they're just keys that I find no worth in, and most of the time don't actually live up to the price that they're advertised as. But yeah, World War II Winter Gun Range VR Simulator does not exist, it's not a game, and if you were looking to buy it for any sort of reason, just don't. And with that massive disappointment out of the way, on to the next one. Next, we have White Day VR The Courage Test, and this actually turned out to be the best of the 3 games. Only in its quality above the others though, and not because of its length or gameplay. White Day is essentially a series that I think is Korean, if I remember right, but I'll have to double check that. That actually is a series that has multiple flat screen installments, all retailing for about £40 or $40. From what I can gather, it's some sort of horror story taking place in a school, and this VR game follows basically the same thing. You're tasked with going into a room, and you have a 5-minute time limit to go and find 15 objects scattered around that room, while jump scares go off and you're trying to find everything in the limit of the time. If not, you fail and you die. What was that? What? Yeah, okay, yeah, I get it. You're really upset. I'm upset that I have to play this game too. The first issue you'll run into on this one is that there's an egregiously long, non-skippable starting cutscene where somebody talks at you. Then you're thrown into a room with the worst controls I've ever used. Instead of using the thumbstick to move around like you do with every other VR game ever made, you have to push down the thumbstick, push down on L3, and either move forwards or backwards. There is no left or right strafing. There's also no turning with the right stick, meaning you have to turn all around you with your body. This wouldn't be so bad if I wasn't playing tethered and didn't want to tangle up my wire. So I've got I have triggers, right? But, oh no, I have joysticks. What the fuck? But they only work, I'm already running out of time, if I push them in and hold. However, I did get by, and I did go around searching for the objects it tasked me to find. Unfortunately, the jump scares that go off either are incredibly cheap, or just go off at basically the wrong time. I had several instances where I'd walk past an object, and then as I walked past it, it would then set off a jump scare behind me, which isn't the most effective, I must say. Not a fan of whatever that breathing is. I mean, you've just despawned in front of me. Hi. Also, I had a couple where the enemy that was jump scaring me would just despawn right in front of my eyes afterwards. but there were a couple that did genuinely get me, and to be honest, this is far from the worst game out of the 3. It's actually probably the best.
Is it time for me to get killed yet? Oh, fuck, that actually kind of got me. Alright, fair enough.
It's clearly got the biggest budget behind it, and I mean, we started at the bottom tier of the game doesn't open with winter gun range, so I don't think we could possibly get any worse than that. The game's playtime, though, is literally 5 minutes. You have that 5-minute timer, and then you're done. So is it worth your time? Definitely not. It certainly wasn't worth mine. And I don't think it's worth your money either, because I'm pretty sure you'll pay more pounds than you get in minutes of gameplay. Avoid this one, and avoid these key websites selling you random keys, is the moral of the story, again. And finally, we have a game that I'm not even going to name. I think it's like Candyland VR or something like that. This is possibly the shallowest game I've ever played in my life, and a very fittingly disappointing end to our 3-game saga. I jumped into this one and found that the game just kind of started.
Oh no, we do have audio, okay. And you just saw me clatter my controller across the table. What have I done? I mean, okay, I just went through that. I was about to say it technically works, but I don't really think it does. I think there was no menu, there was no like buttons for me to press. It just threw me in and assaulted me with everything you're seeing now. And I'm fairly sure it's mining crypto on my fucking computer right now. Time's up. Great, kill me. PS1 texture over there. We love that. Hit start to play. So that's just it. There's no... I don't know how much this retails for, but whatever it is, it's too much.
And I found out it's a Fruit Ninja clone. You slash incoming candy towards you while avoiding bombs for about a minute or so, and then the game ends. And you can choose to do it again, and that's all you can choose to do. There's no levels, there's no progression, there's no power-ups, there's no different modes, there's no nothing. This game is essentially a mobile game, and that's actually insulting to mobile games in terms of what they have to offer. I got my 3 minutes of playtime from this one, and subsequently gave up and fell on the floor.
I can't do it. I just can't do it.
There's literally nothing else to say about Candyland VR, or whatever it's called. And to be honest, if I'm getting the name of the game incorrect, it's probably a good thing, because I don't want anybody going and accidentally or on purpose buying it, because you'll get absolutely no enjoyment, probably, whatsoever. Or you might, for 2 minutes, and then it'll be up. Somehow one of the Steam reviews has 5 hours in the game. I don't know how it's possible, but congratulations to them. But anyway, that concludes our journey through 3 random Steam VR games from a certain key website that I, again, will not name because it's not really worth your time to get one of these. It just goes to show they can sell you anything, even stuff that they haven't double-checked works, because one of these games simply didn't. And even though you pay very low prices for these random game keys, $3 in fact, it's still not worth it. And actually jumping into a VR game that's built properly and works was a very big breath of fresh air.
Like, this is a game that's been made, you buy it, it works, it gives you a ton of content, and doesn't make you want to cry.
Anyway, thank you all for watching. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, feel free to like and subscribe. This is a bit different to the normal stuff that we do here on the channel. I usually cover PSVR 2, and I'm not bringing my DPVR E4 with me when I move out, I think tomorrow when this video goes live. So PSVR 2 and Battlefield will be the main focus going forward, for a little while at least. Anyway, once again, thank you all for watching. If you did enjoy, feel free to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you all in the next video.